It was an.
And
It
we're
was.
live. Sorry. Hello, everyone. This is Reality Sunday number 24. I'm your host, Atheist Ranger. And to all the mothers who made you watch, I have with me my friend Paul, my friend Matt, and Packard Sonic. How y'all doing?
I'm alive. That's as much as I give you.
That's awesome. Matt, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Tired,
Cool.
but
Paul,
good.
how you doing?
I'm here.
Awesome. So what's up, guys?
Everything but my pay. That's what's up.
Yeah, same here. They've cut my hours at work.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah.
Mine are coming up to be cut here before the end, or just at the end of the month. So
Yeah.
I'm not looking forward to that.
Seems like everybody's getting cut somewhere.
Yeah, but the people who make the most money don't want to take the pay cut. They shove the pay cuts onto the employees because they're too fucking greedy to take a pay cut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I take it you don't have unions.
No,
Not where I'm at, no.
not where I'm at either.
Okay, that's one reason I moved. Originally from Pennsylvania, which has unions. And when I retired, me, my son, and my wife went down to South Florida. And like I said, she died. It's coming up on 6 years ago. And I decided to get my kid out because I've been retired 13 years. But anyway, I decided to get him someplace where he has a chance.
Hmm.
And I'm in Colorado, and we have unions.
That's nice. I'd like to get. I wish we had a union for us, but unfortunately, we just don't have the opportunity. Don't have that same opportunity. No one wants to do it. Otherwise, they'll just fold up.
I mean, my current job is that I work in the laundry department for a ski resort. So I mean, I don't think there's even unions for that. So
I worked for a ski resort a number of years ago. I used to bump chairs.
yeah. Well, before I get to what I want to get to, is there anything you guys any specific topic you guys want to talk about?
I did see something earlier today.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm still getting an echo here. I have to find it. Give me a moment. Let's see here. I do apologize. I wasn't expecting to talk about this tonight. Come on, scroll. Oh, here we go. Oh, I'm still getting that damn echo. Apparently, Chris Christie, if you're all familiar with that fucking reject, he apparently he rejected a measure that would ban child marriage, citing religion.
Wait, what?
Huh?
I will drop this in the chat window here in a moment.
I gotta see this.
Here we go.
Wait, he would ban child marriage for what?
No, he wouldn't because of religious reasons. He wouldn't ban child marriage. It says Chris Christie rejects measure to ban child marriage, citing religion. The governor of New Jersey declined to sign a measure into law on Thursday, May 11th, that would have made it the first U.S. state to ban child marriage without exception. Republican Chris Christie, a supporter of President Donald Trump, said such a ban would conflict with religious customs. Underage marriage is widespread in the United States, with about 170,000 children were wed between the years 2000 and 2010 in 38 of the 50 states where the data was available, according to activists. Although the age is 18 is the minimum for marriage in most of the nation, every state has legal loopholes allowing children to wed. The New Jersey bill would have prohibited any marriage of children under the age of 18. Christie conditionally vetoed the measure, sending it back to the state legislature with proposed changes. He said it should have an exception so a judge can approve marriages for 16 and 17-year-olds. An exclusion without exceptions would violate the cultures of traditions of some communities in New Jersey based on religious traditions.
That's nice.
In a statement. So
That's shocking because I thought child marriage was already banned in this country.
nope.
Apparently not.
There is a
I heard you learn something new every day. God damn.
yeah, there was a story a number of years ago. This fucktard, he had raped a girl that was about age 12 or 13 years old, and so he wouldn't get charged with rape, of statutory rape. He married the girl and talked the parents into letting him marry her.
Wow.
Yeah, and this was just a few years ago, and he did, and it's not the first time he did it. He did it like 2 or 3 other times total.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Wow.
I keep up on all this shit.
Yeah, I mean, there's the one of the things I want to go over was apparently one of Trump's think like that. Give me 1 second. Yeah, here we are. The health secretary says people who are addicted to like painkillers should pretty much, he wants to do it to where they only go to faith-based.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, well, you know what I'm talking about. He said that they should only go to faith-based recovery programs.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
please.
bullshit. That's bullshit.
Yeah, I'll read some of the story right here. Here we are. On a listening tour about the opioid epidemic in West Virginia on Tuesday, Health and Human Services Secretary Tom Price stressed the urgency of tackling the staggering overdose problem, saying, "We're losing people every single day across the nation, so we don't have time to wait." But when it comes time to discuss solutions, Price contradicted guidance from his own agency by asserting that medications to treat opioid addictions are, and I quote, "just substituting one opioid for another." His comments about so-called medication-assisted treatments run counter to years of science, finding that access to the medications, such as I can't say the first one, or methadone, makes drug users more likely to recover. God, he's fucking stupid.
I am seriously seeing a major swing since the Republicans took office just barely over 100 days ago, that they are swinging hard for the fences to push religion into every portion of our government as much as they possibly.
Yep, that's what they're doing.
Yep.
I mean, before it was just like they were just barely stemming the tide. I mean, they were still trying, but I mean, for some of it, it was still like, okay, no, the answer is still no. The answer is still no. Some little things here and there would probably get through occasionally, but I mean, it wasn't for lack of trying to keep it out. But now it's like they've hit a barrier reef and they've just come up with a tidal wave.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, here's the last paragraph. The last paragraph reads, the comments left by public health advocates concerned that the nation's top doctors promoting an old-fashioned attitude, one that sees addiction as a hurdle to overcome with abstinence-based programs like 12-step. Quote, "The first line of treatment for opioid addictions are medications like I can't read the first one, and methadone. Abstinence-based approaches don't work well for most patients with opioid addictions. Until we do a better job of improving access to methadone, overdose deaths will remain at historically high levels." That's from Dr. Andrew Colladine, who researches opioid policy at Brandeis University and directs the Physicians for Responsible Opioid Prescribing.
All right, let me say something here. As a former drug user myself, I've been clean 20 some odd years. The only person that can really do it is you. All right. But I went through a 12-step program back in the early 90s, and it helped me. So it does work. I mean, I never use any faith-based anything. So, I mean, it's not I mean, the shit that they're coming up with, and they're making it harder for people to get in these places. Insurances won't do it. Most insurances don't accept going into these programs anyways. So, I mean, the resources aren't there for these drug and alcohol programs.
Well, I mean, from what, and I could be completely wrong, but most 12-step programs are faith-based programs. I mean, obviously, not all, but I think from what I saw, most are.
There are some 12-step things secular versions out there, but they're far and few in between.
Gotcha.
As a matter of fact, a couple of years ago, a guy who was an atheist, apparently he went to, he didn't want to go to the faith-based one, and I think it was in Los Angeles, if I'm not mistaken. It was in California, at least. And because he didn't want to go, they sent him to jail. He sued because they didn't have a non-faith-based one, or the judge wouldn't let him go to a non-faith-based one. And he won like $250,000 or some unusual number of amount, or either that or the judge awarded him like $1 or something like that. I forget it. I forget the exact amounts, but I remember hearing about this story. So, but I mean, the guy did win this court case, but still, it was a slap in the face as far as I remember.
Yeah, fun little historical fact. This is similar to I think I want to say it was like back in the pardon me. It was back in the 60s. This is how I think atheism got known for being protected on the First Amendment, because this story is similar to, I think it was like back in Oregon. He got out of jail. He wanted to go into a 12-step program, but he could only find the judge ordered him to go to a religious-based one, and he said, "Look, I'm an atheist. I don't want to go to a religious-based one." And sure enough, it went to the Supreme Court. And yeah, I think
you totally cut out. I didn't hear half of what you said there at the end.
See, this is why I need a new fucking laptop. God damn it! I said, fun little historical fact. This is why atheism got recognized as being protected under the First Amendment. I mean, the story that that I just went through. I think some guy in Oregon back in the 60s, he got out of jail for I want to say like substance abuse, and he wanted to go to a secular 12, pretty much ordered him to go to a religious-based one. So of course, he sued way up to the Supreme Court, and that's how we pretty much got recognized as being protected under the First Amendment.
Yeah, I have to bring that up to religious people every once in a while. I said atheism is not a religion, however, it is protected as a religion only to the fact is for legal purposes. It's recognized as a religion only for legal purposes. But that's literally as far as it goes.
Exactly. I mean, if atheism was truly a religion, all these religious organizations that we see would get tax exempt status.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that really it bothers me when religious people say they keep claiming it's a religion, and we try to explain to them it's why it's not, and they say, well, it's a faith-based, and they keep walking themselves into a box, and then they keep trying to find a way out of it by jumping over a wall that they just built.
Oh yeah, trust me, I know how to handle
Well,
people.
there's
like
another
those.
wall on top of that, on the other side of that. So
Yeah, I know how to handle people like those. I mean, to sit there and say that lack of a belief is a religion. I mean, every person in here right now holds an infinite number, possibly an infinite number of disbeliefs. I mean, the religious people we talk to, I should say. So, according to their own logic, they're holding a number of ideologies and a number of religious beliefs.
yeah.
Hey, Patrick.
Hello there. This is Colonel Creckington of the 27th and a half Cold War Field Artillery here. How are you gentlemen this evening?
Someone's been watching Hogan's Heroes.
Yep, I'm good.
Nope, not Hogan's Heroes. I am Colonel Creckington of the 27th and a half Cold War Field Artillery, and I demand respect.
Well,
Yeah.
the man is one.
Hogan!
Yes. By the way, I got some. I called my mother tonight for Mother's Day, and I got some very sad news. My one and only brother is in jail.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah. Long story short, he was supposed to go to some court-ordered appointments for his quote-unquote substance abuse, because I think it was like last year or the year before he got busted with some marijuana, and to some of his court-ordered appointments, and they issued a warrant for his arrest, and the judge was actually pretty lenient.
I heard that he tried to jump the wall and he was caught by the communists, and he's being held for ransom as we speak. That's why I'm here.
You might want to have a talk with him, because Jeff Sessions, that fucking little troll, he is pushing that judges start, especially when it comes to drug crimes or any crime really, to go for the maximum level every time.
Well, here's the thing. Luckily, the judge was lenient with him. In fact, the judge was actually honest with him. The judge even told my brother, "Look, I know this is a drug that should be legalized. However, it's not. So I'm going to set you a bail at $1,500."
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and of course, his girlfriend's pretty much upset because she, being a waitress, she just can't drop $1,500 out of her ass.
Yeah, no shit.
I said, "Look, you're my brother." I said, I even told my mother, I said, "Look, he's my brother and I love him, but I don't have $1,500 to drop out of my ass."
Yeah, he should have gone to his appointments. That's
what he should have done.
On that issue. That's on him for missing appointments. I apologize, but that's on him.
No, you're right.
I mean, that's true, but at the same time, like the judge said, this is a substance that I think we all can agree that should be fucking legalized by now.
No, I have no problem with that. I have no problem with that. I mean, I have no problem
before it's legalized, you got to go with the program so you don't get caught up deeper in it.
Right, but I mean, the fact is, though, he knew he had court appointments. He should have gone to them. That's on him on this at that point.
You're responsible for your actions.
That's right.
I agree. But like I said, just
my big worry is the big glue epidemic that's going around, man. I mean, it's horrendous. People sniffing glue everywhere. It's just horrible.
Send him some soap that's he can hang around his neck.
Yeah, right.
Well, or maybe it can be an adventure for him.
I mean, for just on my end, it's just more family drama that I've got to somewhat deal with.
Yeah, our lives are all full of drama of some sort.
Yeah.
I try to avoid drama as much as I can.
I do. I try. I desperately try, but drama sometimes finds me regardless.
Are you, just out of curiosity, Matt, are you like an only child?
Me? No, I got a brother and a sister.
Oh, lucky you! I've got 5 sisters and 1 brother.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm the second oldest of 7 siblings.
I am one of 6, And I'm like right in the middle.
Paul, what about you?
I'm one of 6, but I'm the last of the 6, unless you count my half brother, who is something my dad popped out from another lady. So in that case, then I'm the second to last.
Okay, I'm one of 5. I'm in the middle, and then we adopt.
Ah,
Oh, you're an only child, Paul?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
That's why Paul has no hair.
I heard a lady.
My
I heard a
mother
lady
lost.
laugh.
My mother lost
Me too.
the second one in 19, and she had a hysterectomy.
I'm the oldest of
My
3.
uterus fell out in 1986, so I could no longer bear children.
Yeah, they are kind of hard to put up around. Get that kid out of here. I can't bear it.
Oh, did you guys see the new excuses that Trump is coming up with for firing Comey?
Oh,
No, what does he say now?
He's and I quote, lost confidence in Comey's abilities to run the FBI.
Oh,
Jesus
that's old
Christ.
news.
What lying sack of
Cry
shit.
me a fucking river, you know? This guy's so full of shit. It's unbelievable. The reason he fired Comey is because he doesn't want people to find out about this whole Russia thing. He's hiding something.
He's hiding definitely something.
Can you say Watergate?
You know, Trump.
Yeah,
There
whatever
is.
the
I
hell
mean,
you wanna
Nick-
call it.
No,
Nixon
Trump-
fired the special prosecutor because he was getting too close, right?
Mhm.
And no matter what you think about Comey, you know, with the email shit with Hillary Clinton or the stuff with Trump, right? He fires somebody because he's got they're smoking the woodshed. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
but
saying?
there's also other stuff now. Now they're checking into money laundering.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, he's got that position now where he can try to get rid of people that but it hopefully it'll catch up with him.
Yep.
I'm hoping it does.
He could have apparently, from what I read just recently, apparently he said a few things out loud. He admitted to a few things that got the same things that got Nixon impeached several years or when he was in office, and he just said the same fucking things. And
Yeah,
why is no
exactly.
room for his impeachment?
Because he's got that shield of being the president right now until everything fucking falls down. I mean,
Well,
when you can hire and
Get
fire
it.
people, yeah, I mean, he's headed towards impeachment quicker than or even Andrew Jackson.
well, the thing is, when you go to impeachment, you want to make sure that when you finally do nail him to the cross, it's going to it's going to stick. So they'll just get a whole bunch of shit on him, and then when they get it, he's going to get nailed.
And then we get Mike Pence as president.
Well, I'm kind of hoping this stuff with the Russians nails him with that too.
Yep.
Yeah.
I hope we get a twofer. Of course, then we'll end up with Lion Ryan as president, interim.
We'll see.
Ugh.
We'll see how this rabbit hole goes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're just fucked all the way around, I guess. Yeah.
Exactly. Like I even pardon me. Even today, there's like so many articles about the Trump might be impeached before the end of the year. I'm like, I doubt that, but I hope so.
I don't
Hey, you
doubt
never
it.
know.
I'd be surprised if
Time
he doesn't.
will tell.
Honestly, I'd be really surprised if he don't get himself impeached on this or something else. Because one thing Trump can't do is shut his damn mouth.
No.
Mhm.
Nope.
Anybody
You
know
know-
anybody with a TARDIS? We can go and grab the headlines from the future and just just
I wish.
time.
Well,
Let me check
being
my time
the
machine.
captain of the 27th and a half Field Artillery, I do have access to many things. No, I just think this whole fucking thing. I wasn't the biggest, Obama supporter. I thought, he's okay and stuff. And his foreign policy, I think, kind of sucked a little bit. They never gave him a chance on anything. But for 8 years, looking back now, except for the Obama jokes and, you know, all that shit. Michelle Obama's a man and all this crap. It just seemed like 8 years of calmness, right? And all of a sudden now we've got this giant shitstorm of fuckery going around. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I agree.
I've never seen it.
There's been more controversies in the Trump presidency in his first 100 days or so than Obama ever had in his entire 8 years in office.
Well, if you ask Trump, man, it's the greatest show on earth right now, man. They're getting more done than any president in history. You know, I mean,
yeah. Anybody see the everybody here watch Colbert, by the way, on the Late Show?
No.
Okay.
I watch him sometimes. I liked him better when he had that show on Comedy Central.
Well, yeah. There was he did this thing just recently where Trump finally addresses the stuff that he said. And he's like, "Oh my God, the president's coming after me in my show." And he goes, "I've been trying to get your attention for a year, to get you to mention my name for a year." So, yeah, and he is just elated over it. And then apparently Trump fired at him saying, "Well, when I was on the show, I was the highest rated show on the episode that you had, you know." And he's like, "Yes, it was pretty high, but Jeb Bush, who has no energy, was even higher ratings." So he
And then we get a rim shot.
yeah, exactly.
That guy is so insecure, it's pathetic.
Yeah.
You know what's really something that's really what irks the fuck out of me. I don't know why, but you got these anti-Trump protester people and these pro-Trump protesters, right? And they go to parks around the country. They had one in Boston yesterday. And it's about the biggest bunch on either side. I got to tell you, it's about the biggest bunch of bullshit fuckery I've ever seen in my life. It's a bunch of people yelling shit to entice people into a fight. You got grown men with fucking wooden fucking shields and baseball helmets and hats, you know, that say, you know, "Make America Great Again," you know. And I don't know.
Everybody.
It's not even like it was, you know, like with the Vietnam protests. Sure, there was some violence sometimes, but you knew what the message was. You know, stop the war. You know, it wasn't really a violent protest for the most part. You know, this, you know, it's like every Saturday or once a month. You know, they have some day where people want to go out in the park, you know, and beat people up and, you know, kind of like
certainly
the 30s in Germany, you know.
Yeah, Trump has certainly divided this nation in ways that the Republicans, when Obama got into office, they were saying, "Oh, he's going to divide the nation, and he's dividing the nation," and there wasn't that. It never happened. I mean, there was some cultural differences overall, a few places, but right now, Trump has having a worse effect than any other president in our history.
Oh yeah,
there are people getting divorces because of this.
Oh, now to bring
I lost. My daughter won't speak to me at this point because of the whole Trump thing. I kept yelling "fuck Trump," you know, and everything, and yeah, I've lost friends over this because they think I'm some kind of socialist, communist, hippie faggot now or some crap, and I'm an atheist, so that really helps a lot too. But yeah, I thought after the election, some tempers, you know, and some butthurt might, you know, quail because Trump actually won, and I'll be damned if it didn't. But at this point in my life, I honestly don't really give a fuck, you know. Yeah. But yeah, he's divided. You know, everybody said Obama was going to divide the country, you know, and for what it's worth, I thought country back, not together, but geez, as soon as he got out of office, man, it was like turn up the fucking crazy, you know.
Yeah. Someone put the stove at boil and then added a flamethrower to that.
So,
True.
Paul, what are you looking at here?
I mean, when Trump came out and said that he could go out and kill people and his or shoot people, and his followers would still vote for him, that kind of tells you a lot, you know.
Yep.
Oh, by the way, did you guys see that? I'm sure it's like humor news, but I hear that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is seriously considering running for president.
I heard some rumblings about
I heard something about that. I wasn't
I
really
just got
paying
a
attention
message.
to it though.
G-Man's having a live hangout right now called Flat Out Lying Hypocrites. I'm just throwing it out there.
Oh yeah, he's been having problems with flat earthers, and so have I actually, because apparently, and I didn't know this, flat earthers, I kid you not, deny gravity.
Yep.
I saw this. I saw this meme a number of weeks ago, where it's and I mentioned this on my show, Packard Pokes, where it's these people are talking like in the 1960s, like, oh well, in the year 2000s or something, you know, we're going to be super smart, and then there's the picture right below. It says, it says like 2017 or 2016 or 2017. And there's this guy with a little microphone on his head, and he says, "Gravity's a toxin." I'm like, oh, fuck. Don't tell me there's people out there saying gravity is a toxin.
No, like I was trolling like a flat earth live hangout. Damn it. Sorry. Can't get rid of this cough. And I even said in the live chat, I said, okay, you don't believe in gravity? Go on top of your house and jump off. You let me know how that goes.
Tell them to go to the tallest building that they have in the city, and then jump off and say, "I don't believe in gravity."
Splat.
Or you could just say, "Fuck off, asshole. You're a cunt."
I saw this great meme, and I reposted it today. It says, "If the Earth was flat, cats would have knocked everything off already."
Yeah, that's true. I never thought of that. I mean, I'm going to use that next time.
Yeah, you're right.
Get into a flat Earth conversation, you know, which, you know.
Well, my cat likes to knock shit off.
Although when I sometimes talk about this, because I had to travel a number of years ago, I had to travel through Nebraska and Kansas trip on my way out to Wyoming, and
on I-80.
On I-80, yeah.
I've done that a few times.
Boring.
And I said this as a joke, and one person actually took me fucking serious. And I said I was going through Kansas, and the area there is so fucking flat. I could see the back of my own head. It was that fucking flat. And someone thought I was actually fucking serious. I'm like, are you fucking stupid? I don't think that the Earth is flat. It was a joke. Do you not understand a fucking joke?
Oh, people take shit so seriously these days.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of jokes, I know I'm going to torture you guys, but I have Tucker Carlson right here.
I heard Tucker Carlson tucks his cock.
Yeah, apparently he had some problem with some atheists on a show like a week ago, and it was just hilarious.
Well, a city in Pennsylvania is removing a park bench with a religious quote in order to placate angry atheists. A public park.
Damn it.
What kind of show are you running here anyway? What is this? Production
sorry
value
about
sucks.
Fucking goddamn thing.
Oil City features a bench which was donated in 2003 by the local branch of the VFB. The phrase, "men who aren't governed by God will be governed by tyrants." Nobody seemed to be bothered by the bench until the secular lobby struck. American atheists.
Okay, pause for a second.
Go ahead.
All right. he made a couple of number of logical fallacies already. He used this term. Used the term. Is back in this other. How was it? 2008, 2010, whatever. It doesn't matter. The amount of time that has passed is irrelevant. And the fact is that apparently he says, well, it wasn't bothering nobody, so it should be just left alone. That's his logical thinking, because nobody else complained back then when it was put up, so therefore it should just stay up. This is their fucking thinking. It doesn't. Now that someone apparently did complain, that's why it had to come down. And the fact is that if this is in a public park, that goes against the establishment of religion clause.
Plus, it looks kind of like a protest sign. You know what I mean? Like, if you're not governed by God, you're governed by tyrants. You know, it's like if they were going to have like something on a park bench, right? At least they could have put a fluffier Bible verse, or whatever.
I wouldn't accept any Bible verses.
I get that, and I wouldn't either. But what I'm saying is, when they go out and they go, men who aren't governed by God will be governed by tyrants, and they put it on a park bench, it's like, fuck, what do you think's gonna happen?
Yeah, it's
who's God who's gonna govern me?
Yeah.
I mean, fuck.
Yeah. I understand that. I mean, they're trying to. It's also a message trying to say that if you don't believe in our particular magic sky wizard, then the whoever's governing at that time, if they don't believe in the sky wizard, they're just going to be nasty, horrible people. And that's the other message it's trying to send, that people who don't believe in God are just horrible people, and that's the farthest thing from the truth.
Have they listened to themselves lately?
Yeah.
Oh,
well, yeah, and these fucking people that are screaming out there now about all this shit. If heaven was a real fucking place, I would definitely want to go to the other place, because I don't want to be around a bunch of cockwads like these fucking people after I die.
I mean, I
I don't want to share my worm dirt with anybody. But I don't know. It's just gotten fucking militantly crazy and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know I'm getting ahead of myself here, but the lady he's about to talk to, towards the end of the interview, she even told him, "Look, we got threats." When he lost it, and his response is, "Well, whatever. I kid you not."
Okay.
The removal of the bench, and the town complied, fearing the cost of litigation if they didn't. Amanda Knief is the National Legal Director of American Atheists, and she joins us tonight. Amanda, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Wait for it.
So people who aren't governed by God will be governed by tyrants. Aren't you the tyrant in this story?
I think we are the folks that fight for equality for everyone. And when this bench was put with a veterans memorial, it was demeaning to anyone who's a non-friend.
Well, it's not just Christians who believe in God. Virtually everyone but you and the Buddhists believe in God. So
Okay, no, stop. No, Buddhist.
Everybody believes in God except for you. You're the only one. You're just you and a couple of your friends. That's all it is. So you guys should just shut up.
This guy's a fuck.
Buddhists do believe in God, by the way.
Somebody hand me a laser sword. I want to run it right through his skull.
Buddhists do believe in God, by the way. They just don't call it God. They call it like the one or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So about 25% of military enlistment either claim no religious preference or are agnostic.
That is true.
The word God is offensive. Just the appearance of the word God is offensive.
No.
The word God, but the fact that, assuming that if you're not a religious person or a Christo-Judeo person, that you're going to be governed by tyrants, misses the morality and the compassion that many of our veterans and our soldiers have. But just because they don't believe in God doesn't mean that they're not good people.
Nobody's suggesting that. Look, this is a park bench in a town that's been on its population for almost 50 years. It's not a ritual at all. You come in with a well-funded group and say, do what we want or we'll crush you in court. And they
that
say,
is not what we did.
Well, sure, that's
no,
what they say you did.
Well, if you look at the first letter,
Come on, damn it.
first of all, we got a complaint. It wasn't like we just went looking for them.
Who was the complaint from?
It was from a resident of the city.
Who?
I'm not going to say his name. He wants to remain confidential.
So on the basis of an anonymous complaint.
The audio is spaghettified. I can't hear what she's saying.
I'm sorry. This is why I needed to Oh, God damn it. Hey, Patrick. The other Patrick, I mean.
What's
Hey, Patrick.
you like my fluorescent yellow shirt?
Yeah, but I can barely hear you.
No.
Yeah, your microphone's screwed up.
Your audio.
screwed up.
Yeah, your
Yeah.
audio sound like you're underwater.
I'm gonna hit F5.
Okay. Yeah, sorry about that, Pat. Good. This is why I need to get a new fucking laptop.
Looking for this.
Who was the complaint from?
It was from a resident in the city.
Who?
I'm not going to say his name. He wants to remain confidential.
So on the basis of an anonymous complaint, someone can come forward without even giving his name and just say, I don't
Well,
like
we
this.
know their name, but then what we do is we research
But
it.
don't the residents of, look, you don't live in a...
You know why he doesn't want to get his name? Because he's surrounded by a bunch of hypocrites that'll kill him.
Exactly. It'll be his ass.
You beat me to the punch. That's exactly what he's going to say. Oh, I want to shame this person that made the complaint, so this way that we can find this person and we can go in and harass them and make sure that they feel the pain of saying, hey, just because you don't like this, so we're going to make your life miserable. Oh, somebody.
Why can't God do it, man? I mean, fuck. I mean,
Testing 1 2 1 2.
Okay, now we can hear you.
We can hear you better.
I mean, if God's so upset about this, why doesn't God do something? Why does he have to have some nutty fuckhead?
Yeah.
You know.
Well, he's been sick lately.
Yeah, why does
I hear the flu has been going around. I gotta tell you. I mean, so that's a good excuse. You know?
Yeah, well, why does he need literally the dumbest Fox News host to defend his ass?
I hate Tucker Carlson.
Me too.
In a park bench. Okay, so one guy
Oh, Fox News. What do you want?
have the courage to stand up and reveal his identity. Gets to
Fox Non-News.
All right, stop.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Yeah.
What the hell?
All right, I hear this. I hear this same fucking stupid argument from religious nut jobs. Well, if they should just come forward, they should have the courage. If you don't come out and say your name and your address, your phone number, your social security number, and everything like that, you're a fucking coward. Bullshit.
Fuck that.
That's fucking bullshit.
Yeah, it's totally not like when the Christians get up there in front of the congregation and talk about, you know, the evils that they've seen and witnessed, and you know, demons and flying serpents and battling, you know, Satan and all this shit, you know. And nobody ever asks for proof for that, you know, but they want this person's full fucking information, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Christians never ask for fucking. A lot of these religious nuts, they never ask for when it's dealing with their shit. They never ask for any evidence. They just go, yeah, God is magnificent. Yeah, God's awesome, you know. But then if somebody says, no, God didn't do that, this is how it happened, they go, oh my God, how horrible, you know.
Yeah, or when they make a claim like there was this one guy last year. He claimed he was over in Africa and people would just pop up back from the dead, or their arms and legs would regrow, or some bullshit. And
I think I heard that.
Ask them for proof. They go, oh, well, we can't give away their confidentiality because that's, you know, we just can't prove it. Then, you know, we didn't take any photographs. We didn't take any.
They need their privacy.
Yeah, they need their privacy, but they want us to reveal when we make a complaint about their bullshit. They can just go fuck and suck on all the dicks. And no offense, but you know, that's what I'm saying. They can go eat a dick, all the dicks.
Especially this dude.
They can't have mine.
Come on.
No.
City of 10,000.
Covers. What
Constitution has nothing to do with this. I mean,
Well,
the First Amendment
neither did
prohibits.
this bench had nothing to do with veterans either.
But was the bench establishing a state religion?
I think because it was on the city park and the city had put it there and agreed to accept it, that they were saying that anyone who is a veteran but doesn't believe in God is someone who's going to be ruled by tyrants. Again, dismissing the compassion and the morality that comes from.
Okay, so they said you don't agree with, which is okay.
Lots of people
Oh, it's okay.
I don't agree with, but this is not an establishment of a state religion. So the First
According
Amendment
to the
doesn't.
Supreme
Technically, what they were doing was, fuck. What was it
They
going?
were trying to establish a state. They were trying to establish a religion based on the fact is they are using a religious message in a publicly funded park, because of the fact is, you know, taxpayers, everybody that pays tax for that city park both atheists and religious or other religions are all paying taxes for the usage of that park. It doesn't matter if just the Christians say, if a Christian puts up a placard or a park or bench or whatever that says God loves to suck baby dick or whatever, it's still an inappropriate message. It doesn't matter.
Yes, thank you. I was going to say that
fuzzy bunnies. It doesn't matter. It doesn't belong there.
exactly.
But what you're forgetting is God took a Concorde flight from Jerusalem International Airport to America 600 years ago and planted the flag.
Yeah, I was going to say that they were favoring, in my opinion of the story, they were favoring religion over non-religion, which even then they're not supposed to be doing.
Yeah. What if they had somebody had wanted to put up a bench that said "In Allah We Trust" or "In the Flying Spaghetti Monster"?
Oh, that people have done that, man. They've thrown a fucking fit, man, because it's mocking.
Yes, they have.
Exactly.
Yes, they have. And there was that thing that happened. I think it was in was some Midwestern state. I forget the exact which one off the top of my head. Missouri, I think, where that one courthouse wanted to put up a Ten Commandments monument or something like that, and the state to put up a statue of Baal-meth up on the same grounds because they won the right to do that, because the fact is they said that the religious people was donated, because it was donated, therefore it's not it makes it okay, which it doesn't, but they had a right to put it up there. And somebody went and smashed the Ten Commandments, and they said, hey, we're not going to put up our Baal-meth thing until the other one gets fixed, because we don't want to be the only ones on there. And I think that was a good thing for them to do in that instance. But I think that goes to the greater point, is that if you're going to honor one, you have to honor all of them or none of them.
Well, that's the whole thing. Now, this is digressing, but when I was in Florida, they had a religious church come in, and in the table in the hallway leading from this outside into the school, they were putting books. They weren't putting it out, but they just putting those books there so the kids could pick them up. So the atheist group and a few other ones, they started putting stuff on there too. You know,
Mm-hmm.
As soon as that happened, guess what happened to that table?
Oh, it went away.
It's a miracle.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, he gives like the dumbest example, by the way. Come on.
When you put something like there and you don't open up to all points of view.
No, the Supreme Court didn't say that, and that's why our currency continues to have "In God We Trust" on it. That's why the president, members of Congress, federal judges are all sworn in,
and they shouldn't
invoking God. But I'm just saying, we live
which
in
they were given the option not to, Tucker.
country where the U.S.
When I was in Florida, when I was in Florida, I got
go ahead
onto jury duty, and got up to, believe it or not, that's a whole long story. We got up to the last 10 minutes of selecting, and it went out as a mistrial. But anyway, and I told the judge right up, I said, well, I'm an atheist. And he just looked at me and he says, I don't care, blah, blah, blah. So you don't have to, you do not have to swear in on a Bible.
Exactly.
Curtis said that is ceremonial deism, and we still fight that. We still think it's wrong because it dismisses.
But why not pick on the currency? Why pick on this kind of down and out? No, but basically the point is you come in here and you crush the little guy.
We're not.
Notice the signs in the back says atheist versus the city.
Yeah, look at the
I'm sorry, crushing the little guy?
Yeah, look at the flag behind him, it makes everything all right.
No,
notice what he just said there. Notice what he said was very important. He says, you're trying to crush the little guy, and then previously he was trying to crush the little guy, quote unquote, by saying that just because this one person complained means nothing.
Exactly. Like Christians take up to 73% of this country. How's that crushing the little guy?
Exactly.
Come on, Tucker.
Sure. What are people who want to sit on the bench in the
We
park?
offered to pay for a brand new bench.
Oh, really? And what would the bench be like if you?
We told them that if the VFW would pick out a different quote that was actually appropriate to veterans, we would pay for a brand new bench.
So you wanted to put from American Atheists on?
Oh, we wanted to put somewhere on there just a little plaque that said paid for by American Atheists.
Oh, so you're putting your religion on the bench, but isn't that an
No.
Whoa! What the hell?
See, that's the thing that they don't get. You know, they think if you're an atheist that's because they can't get out of that thinking about religion or, well, you must be worshiping. You got to be worshiping something or hailing something, you know, and that's just the thing that they don't fucking get, you know.
What do you think they are? What, they think we're devil worshippers or something? I mean, yeah.
I like the expression on her face when after he said that. You do want to put a plaque that says that showcases quote your religion unquote, and that this look on her face is like you're the stupidest. She's looking at him like, damn, you are the dumbest asshole I've ever come across.
Exactly.
I get that same look when I'm dealing with somebody online and they say, well, you're just promote your religion. It's like, oh my God, you're one of those fucktards.
Yeah, exactly. Like, first of all, she said,
retards.
Yeah, she said, and I quote, "We're going to put a plaque that said paid for by American Atheists." That's not promoting atheism.
No,
that's
it's not.
That's just saying, hey, this was paid for by this organization.
Right. If it said, if they would have had a bench at let's just say the Catholic Church, the local Catholic Church,
we've got a few of those.
The little boys in Pure Torture Catholic Church had put out a bench, and they want to put on a placard that says sponsored by the Catholic Church survivors of the Church of Little Boy Rape or whatever. I don't know. And if you want to put that on there, you go right ahead. I don't care. It doesn't matter. It's not a quote. It's just, hey, this is the person that sponsored the chair. I really don't give a shit.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like when some corporation, supplies something. They always put their little, because or when a bank finances, a new project, they'll say they put their, like thing on it. I mean, everything
financed by
any project,
by
any
bank or whatever.
Yeah,
especially public, is going to be bought and paid for by, or brought to you by, or something to that effect.
And around here, we got a lot of things brought to you by Hasbro.
Yeah, PBS brought to you by.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, oh my God, the Church of PBS.
Oh man.
People who believe in God. Why you're not violating the First Amendment? You
because
said that
we weren't making any kind of statement about.
Thank you.
You said American Aid. They had the word God on there, and the word God was offensive to people who don't believe in God.
Not the word God. It was the phrasing of those who don't believe in God.
It's a very old
quote. So you're just talking about ideas and things. If you may feel that, but you're a Christian, and people who aren't.
I know some old quotes that.
I get your point, but you're violating your own principles because you're saying you wanted to replace the bench that you.
No, dickhead, you don't get her point.
No, dickhead, she's not.
With a bench that has an explicit statement about atheism, which is of course
no.
It doesn't say there's no statement about atheism. It just says founded by the American Atheist Association. That's it. Paid for. Whatever. Doesn't matter. It's not saying, hey, atheists rule, Christians drool.
Exactly.
If it said something like that, then I would say no. That's inappropriate.
Exactly.
I would like to put it out there that I have drooled a few times in my life. Just saying.
Want to donate by the American Atheists.
That just says where it's from. We wouldn't have a problem with the VFW putting it on there or somebody else saying they paid for it. The statement itself would have been.
But your name itself is a statement. I mean,
no, it's not.
The quote is not an endorsement of any religion.
So part of the that's your take on it, but we believe it is.
Okay, we'll have a bench that has American atheists on it. Doesn't that make non-atheists feel demeaned? Look,
no.
It's not about making a group of people feel included. It's about crushing people.
No, it's
who are. Of course it is.
No, it isn't.
Then why are
crushing people?
No, to the federal government. I mean,
they are all the time.
We all have ongoing lawsuits about how churches get special tax.
So this guy's name is Tucker Carlson.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll remember to put him on my hate list.
No.
Yeah, he's the fuck that took over Bill O'Reilly, I think.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Bill Riley got fired. So we got another fuck with.
Yeah.
There are several organizations, and we all have ongoing lawsuits about how churches get special tax treatment, about how they don't have to have transparency, about how preachers get a special deduction on their mortgages.
That's true.
Homes. There's all kinds of
What
things.
about the Declaration of Independence?
What about it?
Well, it contains the word God.
No, it
several
doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Creator.
Okay, that is a synonym for God.
No, it's
In
not.
your mind.
Oh,
No,
what are you
dumbass.
talking about?
The fuck you? Thank you, Matt. What the
Jesus
Fuck you.
Christ! Seriously? This guy's fucking.
Worse than Bill O'Reilly.
Where the fuck did he go to school at?
He's
Where the hell did he
Fartardia.
get
He went to school in Fartardia.
Yeah, he went to
Wait,
school.
Jesus.
Sides go in, sides go out. Can't explain that.
Greater could be fucking anything, you idiot. Could be fucking aliens in space. You.
Fuck.
I look at it when someone says you were created. I said, yeah, by my mom and my dad. That's how I was created.
Oh, God created you. Oh, fuck you.
When they pull that one, I'd say, yeah, my parents created me. Well, who created them? I said their parents. Oh, who created them? Their parents, and their parents before them, and their parents.
I don't even say created. Like when I come across this type of Christians, I said, first of all, dickhead, I'm not created. I was produced. Big difference.
Yeah. Well, I'm just trying. When I say it like that, I just try to throw them off their track because this is the words that they want to use. So I use their words against them.
Yeah.
Of war. It's
so
not our
what if it?
Constitution.
Okay, but it is a founding document that is part of our secular religion here in the United States. The Declaration of Independence.
Oh, stop!
Whoa,
No.
whoa.
How fucking dumb are you?
You can't have a secular religion.
I was about to say, did he just use the word secular and religion?
Yes, he did. He just said-
Consecutive words.
He said this country is founded on a secular religion.
He's so full of shit.
I'm going to go drink a gallon of water that's made of oil.
I told you this dude was fucking dumb.
This guy, he is beyond dumb. He is the all right. If dumb was a light coming from across the universe, it would take him 1,000 billion years, 1,000,000,000 years, whatever, for the light from dumb to get to this motherfucker.
But the real problem is the people who buy into them.
Yes, unfortunately.
Well, that's the thing. Most Republicans buy into this shit. So
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. There's nothing to fear because the average viewer for Fox News is like 52 years old. So
well, my
has the
uncle
IQ
watches Fox
and
News.
has the
religiously.
IQ of a turnip.
I would just say my generation's not watching him. I can assure you that.
No, my uncle, he's like 60-something years old, and he watches Fox News religiously. He's like,
I don't watch this shit.
Wait.
I don't watch
He watches
it.
Fox News religiously.
well, he does. He does.
I just wanted to point that
He
little
lives out in San Diego, California. He's a diehard Republican. I mean, Donald Trump can be the worst president in the United States, which he is, and my uncle would back him up 10,000%.
Yeah.
That's how much of a Republican my uncle is.
Yeah, damn.
And then we start talking into politics with him. Forget it.
It is something that all
I
schools
want to slap the shit out of him.
or should.
It is.
And yet it's got God all over it.
It doesn't have God. It has
No, it
creator.
doesn't, you retard.
Let's not let we're adults here. God, creator, deity, it's the same thing.
Okay. But
No.
No, it's not.
left God out of it.
Okay, but I'm just saying they kept it.
So what?
But do you think that the Declaration shouldn't be stored in the National Archives?
I think it has historical
Oh,
value.
stop, fucking idiot.
It's so-
Fucking goddamn fucking moron. The
It's a
Declaration.
historical document, you retard.
I come across Christians who use the Declaration of Independence as a it says it in our Declaration. That's a fucking fancy breakup letter. That's
Damn,
it.
I could hear that across my apartment with my headphones off.
Holy shit. Holy
David Barton uses this kind of argument all the
my
fucking
God.
time.
The Declaration of fucking Independence is a fucking breakup letter. It's a Dear John letter to England.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much. Yes.
Recognize that the people who wrote it back in the 1700s had very different views than we do and had a very different understanding of the world.
Okay.
I mean,
If you saw a if there was a swing set in Oil City, Pennsylvania that had a cross on it, someone carved a cross on it, Christian symbol, would you tell them to take it down?
No.
Why?
Because unless the city approved it or it's graffiti, no, I wouldn't. I would hope.
Okay, what if the city had it that just kind of had a cross on it?
What things that would have a cross?
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, sweet.
Whoa, that special, it's that special upside down cross that they put the kids on. You know, the little cross bar that goes on there.
Look at her
You know, those teeter-totters and those
I was just about to
seesaws
say, doesn't
look
this have a cross?
like
on the side?
crosses to me.
Yeah, no, he is fucking all over the fucking map. If some random citizen came up and put a notched a cross on the goddamn playground, one, that's vandalism. Two, it shouldn't be there to begin with because it's vandalism. It wouldn't be any different if somebody came and put Johnny Love Chachi on there. You know, it
You
wouldn't
mean
be
Johnny, not Johnny. Chachi was not gay.
Well, I'm just saying. Anyway.
It's a new version of Happy Days.
Anyway, the point is, if a random citizen does it, it doesn't matter. If the city comes out and says, "Hey, I'm going to attach a cross to a piece of playground equipment," and says that this is like the Christian cross or whatever, or Christian device because of reasons, whatever, then that would be a different story.
Well, no, I mean, it's like she said though. Like what fucking playground is going to have a cross on it?
Exactly.
Look at her face. Seriously.
Yeah.
They're more likely to have guns.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. It's a Christian symbol. I mean, the point is, and
That's your.
God, this guy.
It's a Christian
Five
symbol.
bucks said she went out and got drunk after this interview.
Oh, I know I would have.
Yeah, me too. I don't drink.
the point is, look, no one was being hurt. And
That's your point of view. There were people in the town, veterans, who did not like it.
who were they?
I'm not going to give them.
Okay, then if you won't even tell me their name, you're telling me that I.
Who?
But you won't say who they were, and yet you took. There are a lot of people who say they liked the bench. We know their names because they're willing to stand up and say it. But on the basis of what you claim is an anonymous complaint, nobody gets the bench.
Well, the bench is actually now at the VFW site, so it's still there, and people can still visit it.
Last question.
Yeah, because they don't want to have a reason to call the fucking fire department at 3 o'clock in the morning because their house is on fire.
Yeah.
Site, so it's still there, and people can still visit it.
Last question. Why hassle people? I mean, the bench wasn't. I mean, let's just be totally real. There are a lot in a country where every senator swears in on the Bible. You're hassling some little town in Pennsylvania over a place people like this.
That's not true.
Thank you.
She's about to tell
You
him.
hear what she's about to say?
To use the Constitution or another.
Or the
Christian.
Quran or the
Right.
Torah. Okay, but religious documents. Why are you bothering these people in this little town? Why do
Because
that?
someone came to us and
Or a law book.
constitutional shoot,
Yeah.
and the city agreed because they removed it.
I just think it's awful that people anonymously can hurt other people without standing up and saying who they are and what they believe. I
You
think
know,
it's awful.
the threats that we
That sounds like
That's
the
a
Christian
fucking
church.
Right. That's a fucking right, you piece of human trash, Tucker.
Oh no, wait.
Talk about projection.
Packard,
No.
you're giving me a boner, man, I swear.
No, wait, Packard. What I was talking about earlier. Listen to what he says.
Other people without standing up and saying who they are and what they believe. I
you
think
know,
it's awful.
the
Like
threats
the KKK.
Yeah, just. Sorry, give me a second.
that we got when we did this.
Whatever. But you're coming on here and saying.
Whatever.
Exactly.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, I don't care. Whatever.
This guy's a fuck.
Yeah, when atheists are being threatened, it's whatever. But I guarantee you, if that was a fucking pastor being threatened, it would have been fucking top story news for him.
Yep.
Oh yeah, not respecting somebody's religion, it's this and that, and freedom of religion, and that's not what it says, fucking retards.
It's the
I'm
same-
sorry, how the fuck is that?
It's the same reason why I
Stop
quit
the
the
fucking
bullshit
punch ball.
arguing.
Ugh.
It's the same projection that they use all the time.
And,
Everything that they do, they project onto the atheists as if they're the ones that are doing it.
oh yeah, exactly. And
It's always the atheist's fault.
the fact that they use this fucking line. Well, it's been there for X number of years, so it must be okay. Fuck, it doesn't matter how long it was there for. It could have been there for a fucking hour or a fucking 100 years. It doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, see, by that same thinking, they had signs on drinking fountains and bathrooms and eating establishments and hotels for years too. Why should we have changed that?
Oh yeah, let's put this in another perspective. Let's put it into another perspective. And I'm going to jump springboarding off of what you said. We have the fountains for white people and the fountains for black people. Same thing. It doesn't matter how long that the fountains were labeled for a certain person. It doesn't matter. It's still wrong.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
I concur with that. Well, that Packard guy, man, he just got me a raging fucking hard on him right now with all that screen.
Thank you.
No problem.
Paul, I think everybody's echoing through you.
Well, gentlemen, I do have to go. I would like to plug my shows if I could before I go.
Go ahead.
My first show is called Packard Pokesat. That's PACKARDPOKESAT at YouTube and at packardpokesat.wordpress.com. Also, my secondary podcast, The Atheists, that's with an S, the Bible and No Wardrobe. We actually read the Bible and go through it line by fucking insane line and analyze it, the shit out of it, and make fun of it as much as we fucking possibly can.
Ooh, you blasphemer, you.
Yeah, I know, right? That's available on iTunes and Stitcher, as well as Packard Pokes. That is also available on iTunes and Stitcher and on YouTube.
Maybe you could poke me sometimes, there, Packard.
We poke the news.
I would like to talk to you sometime. I really would. I mean, you're an exciting young man.
Thanks for the nightmares.
My pleasure.
I am fast approaching 50, so I left young years ago.
Well, I'm older than you there, whippersnapper. I remember when I was 50 years old. I mean, it seemed like yesterday, but it was almost a decade ago.
Okay.
I got about 4 years before I hit 50, but it's coming.
It's a magical time of your life. When things start leaking and squeaking a little bit more, and you get
I've only got about 2 years and a couple months to go before I get 60.
Oh, geez. So yeah, I've got 4 years before I hit 50, so I'm closing the gap on it. So
it's that time of your life when things like colonoscopies are an exciting thing every couple of years.
Fuck that.
I guess I'm the old part.
I got this neon beard now because I got the black light on and I got this neon shirt on, and it's like,
goddamn, I'm gonna be turning.
Well, you're a man about town, Pat. You know what I mean?
I'm 68 and I don't watch Fox News.
Oh, good.
No way. I can't watch. A couple times when you flip the channel, Fox News. Within about a half a minute at the most, somebody lies.
yeah,
I'm over 21 and I watch Pornhub.
Yeah, that's why I call it fixed noise.
Yeah, man. People wonder why they go to the internet for their news.
Yeah. All right, gentlemen, I have to go. Good night. Thank you for having me on. I will talk to you on Wednesday.
Well, there goes my boner.
Sorry.
No problem.
That's okay.
Night.
Having fun.
Night.
Ranger, long time no see.
No, I agree, man.
What's up, Patrick? How you doing?
I just, yeah, Patrick too. I haven't seen him too, and not a whatever your actual name is.
God damn it! I said my name is not Patrick. I am Colonel Kirkington of the 27th and a half.
No, it's actually Matt Gilmore.
Stationed somewhere out near Stuttgart and Dusseldorf.
Well, I haven't been on Google Hangouts for a while, and Friday night I was finally on one of those unseen. Well, it wasn't unseen podcast; it was unseen pub. And tonight I got the invitation, so I thought, let me catch up to this guy. He's been inviting me every Friday, and I haven't been talking. Every Sunday rather, and I haven't been talking.
Oh, no problem, man. I understand you.
I just got a new pair of glasses. Actually, I got 2 new pairs of glasses. These are my new computer glasses, which means I can sit back here and actually see the screen clear. I don't have to do this and this and this, you know.
I haven't seen anything for years.
It's all the same.
I got a couple new T-shirts. This one is neon green or neon yellow, and under this black light, it looks like it's white to you guys. And it looks like it's shining on my camera. It looks like it's shining up my beard at the same time. It's kind of weird. Let me shut this light off. Let me see.
It brings out
there's the actual
gray.
color.
Hey, Patrick, you might want to turn that shirt down. It's a little bright.
And let me turn it back up again. Bingo.
So, Patrick, what's new? What's been going on with you, brother?
I haven't been doing much on the computer except, actually, I was thinking about doing another Match the Masters Chess Master thing tonight because there's only 2 left. 10, I did an 8 out of 10 so far. But just as I was about to turn that on, I saw your invitation, so I decided to do this instead.
Yeah, you and I have got to play sometime. It's been a while. I mean, it's been years since I played, but yeah, you and I need to play a match.
Yeah, I've just been lazy on the computer lately. In fact, my Facebook groups have been nagging me. They've been saying, like, where the fuck have you been? Kind of like, not, they actually haven't been saying that, but there was something going on in the admin group, and I'm like, uh-oh, I haven't been on there for like months.
Yeah, we do got a newcomer here. Look a Pig. Do you have any audio?
Yes.
Hi, Look a Pig.
Hey, man, how you doing?
I think I've spoken with Look a Pig before.
Oh, you have? Cool. How's it
A
going?
fantastically great person.
That's a first. Fantastically great. I'll accept that.
Oh, cool.
Now I got
Well, on
more
behalf
words.
of the 27th and a half Field Artillery, I'd like to welcome you to the hangout.
So, Look a Pig, what's on your mind, buddy?
Porn. Not much really. Just I'm seeing where the conversation's going, so I'm just going to be quiet for a bit.
Oh, no problem. Me and Patrick were talking. I think Patrick was talking about how he may do another chess match.
I hear you guys saying one name, and I see officially on the thing.
Well, it's officially Look a Pig. So,
Look a pig. Look.
yes, it's all one word. Look a
Look
Pig.
It's a
up,
joke
Pig.
towards Muslims.
Yeah.
Oh, look a pig. Okay.
Brother.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
I've
we
been
have
active-
another blasphemer in the room.
I've been active with the chess club and stuff. I've been teaching some kids how to play and whatnot. That's basically what I've been doing.
Well, I know you and I haven't played yet, so hopefully that'll happen sometime soon, Patrick.
Well,
Well, that sounds like about the most exciting thing I've heard all year.
Lichess,
Yeah.
Lichess is one of my favorites, although I haven't been on there in a while either. They're easy to sign up to, and what the hell am I in there? What the hell am I? What the hell's my name on that damn group?
I challenge you to Shoots and Ladders in Candyland.
Speaking of chess, my father, when he was stationed in Hawaii, he bought a hand-carved chess piece set. So it's all tiki themed. All hand-carved from obsidian, if I remember correctly. For the
Okay,
black and then regular glass for the white.
Speaking of chess, man, I saw this big titty girl this morning. Oh God, it was awesome.
Oh, I saw a big titty girl. She was jogging on the side of the street. I definitely
best
slowed down
ones.
for her.
Oh, those
Yeah,
other
man. And it wasn't like a regular sports bra. It was more of just like, like a half tank top.
Yeah, regular. Just let them bounce.
So it's just
fucking
bouncing
around.
up and down, man. And I was staring for like good 30 seconds at the stoplight because she was running towards me from the right-hand side.
Nice.
And then she turns out to be a tranny. God damn it.
Nah, her yoga pants showed everything. No dick there.
Yeah, the yoga pants always show a camel toe, in my experience. So, Look a Big, where you from?
Ohio.
Ohio?
Ohio.
Yep. where nothing happens.
Hey man, I am.
Choose you and kid.
I am. Many people know I am originally from Delaware, but I'm currently living in Vermont.
Vermont sounds
Somebody
nice.
has a train.
Come on, live
I
free or
always
die,
thought
man. Live free or die, man.
I always thought about moving out of New Jersey if I can get the fuck out of here. And one place I was thinking about going was Ohio.
Any place
Huh.
but New Jersey. God damn, New Jersey sucks,
Any
man.
place
New
but
Jersey's a
Ohio,
garbage
there's nothing here.
Oh, New Jersey's a dump. I mean, fuck.
Yeah,
It
it's
makes
the
Rhode
garbage state.
Island look like, yeah, New Jersey makes Rhode Island look like,
Heaven.
Shangri-La,
Yeah,
Go
they
ahead,
call it
Patrick.
the Garden State, but it's really the garbage state.
Yeah.
Well, why would you want to go to Ohio? I mean,
I
the
just
only
never-
thing we have here is inbreeding and meth.
And the fucking
Really?
Reds and the Browns.
I don't know about
and-
that.
Oh, and Columbus,
Of
but
course,
you only go there if you want to get stabbed.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
Columbus,
wait. Look at big. If I remember, Kenton, Ohio. Don't you guys have the I think NFL Hall of Fame?
Pro Football Hall of
fuck
Fame.
years,
Yeah.
you can walk through it once or twice, and then you're bored with it.
I've always wanted to go to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. In fact, don't you guys have the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame there, or is that somewhere else?
That's Cleveland.
Cleveland. Okay, thank you.
Of course, I could always choose Missouri.
Ugh. Jeez.
Yeah, that Rock and Roll
God.
Hall of Fame sure went to Philadelphia.
I mean, Missouri has the St. Louis Chess Club and Learning Center. The Hall of
Ooh,
the
that's
Chess
a
Hall of-
perk for
the
moving
Chess
to
Hall
the
of
middle of
Fame.
the country.
The Chess
Oh,
Hall
wow.
of Fame is down there.
Boy, that's a tourist attraction, huh?
Hold it. There's something else Ohio has that's heroin. Sorry.
Well, we
Yeah.
got enough of that here.
There's a
anyway.
plus.
Yeah, Delaware had that problem too last time I left.
Just as long as you wear shoes, you should be okay.
Good to know. So, is there any no the newcomer look up here, guys? Is there any like current mind, buddy?
Sorry, I broke out there.
I said, is there any current event you want?
Current events. What's a good event that's currently happening? A Californian. Where was it? San Luis Obispo.
San Luis
Oh.
Obispo.
Yes.
If
A
you're from the
teacher
area.
was wrote to the school newspaper where he is employed, and attacked the LGBT community because of Jesus.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was two students who were in a lesbian relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah, that pissed me off. I mean, as part of the LGBT community myself, I mean, it's 2017. You think we could all fucking get along by now?
Fuck yeah. It's not that hard.
Can't we all just get along?
Sounds like that great American Roddy King.
To be fair, you can get along unless it's with a Muslim.
Or a Christian fundamentalist, I should say.
But he said something on the lines of hold on, I have it written down here. The school's not going to punish him because they're saying that teachers do not shed their First Amendment rights, same as students.
Yeah.
But he went on about, quote, a deception that has happened in the past and is happening again right now, not only at SLOHS, but throughout the world, end quote. Quote, where is it? They know God's justice requires that those who do those things deserve to die, yet they do them anyway, end quote. The passage continues. The passage states that women and men who engage in homosexual acts are abandoned by God in their lives, quote, became full of every kind of wickedness, sin, greed, hate, envy, murder, quarreling, deception, malicious behavior, and gossip, end quote. So, it's just basic Christian hypocritical nonsense.
Yeah, way to send a message to your students there, dickhead.
Oh, and he's a special needs teacher, so he had to have went through psychology, if I remember correctly.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Special needs teacher, and that pissed me off even more as a 26-year-old man with a mild form of autism. That even pissed me off more.
But it was something that, well, if I remember correctly, I'm not sure about California, but in Ohio, special needs teachers, they have, I think, a master's in psychology. So I believe he most likely went through some kind of psychological training. So he would understand that attacking someone at the age of the students where they're trying to find who they are, is going to be very damaging for them.
I mean, I don't think the students he was attacking was special needs, but the fact that he's a special needs teacher, he's supposed to be setting a better example.
Well, he should understand the psychological trauma that can cause. I mean, that's someone you're supposed to look up to, just as a teacher in general.
Yeah.
Which the school's ideology behind teachers as well as students do not shed their First Amendment rights is nonsense due to the fact we have separation of church and state. So he shouldn't be able to use his power as a teacher to get onto the school newspaper and throw out his hypocritical beliefs.
I agree. I mean, the only story I heard that, damn it, can you hear me? Okay, there we go. The only story I heard that was more ridiculous than that was, I think Stephen Fry. Sorry, Stephen Fry was, I think, fuck, god damn it, I lost my place. Oh yeah, Ireland police recently dropped, I guess, quote unquote, charges against Stephen Fry for blasphemy. Because, and by the way, the only reason they dropped those charges was because not enough people were offended.
So it's only, okay, it depends on how many people you offend. That's good to know.
Yeah.
That should be safe then.
Well, no, I mean, it pisses me off because I think some of my audience knows, but 31% of my ancestry comes from Ireland. In fact, total 81% of my ancestry comes from. So as you know, 31% Irish. That kind of pisses me off that a country a civilized country like Ireland laws.
I'll be right back. Give me a
You're
moment.
kind of breaking up there, Atheist Ranger, but I think I know what you said.
I don't know. I need to get a new fucking computer.
I thought that was my connection. I was checking.
No, it was me. I've been having trouble with my laptop lately.
I think you said that it pisses you off that a country like Ireland has blasphemy laws.
No, a country as civilized as Ireland has
right? Civilized as Ireland has blasphemy laws. The word blasphemy got lost, but I extrapolated that you said that. I don't have any current events, but I have a near future one. August 21st, we're going to have a total solar eclipse in the States. For me in New Jersey, it's only going to be around 75-ish or less %. But some of the states throughout the country are going to be total. I'm trying to plan a sort of a barbecue solar eclipse party for it with my telescope and projecting it on a screen. What's up, Paul? I see you raising your hand.
Yeah, just so I don't interrupt. Yeah, I'm going north. I'm in Denver, so I'm gonna drive about 5 hours, whatever, north, and hopefully the weather's good. I'll see it.
Oh, really? You're into that? Well, I can't go anywhere. I can't go anywhere, but what I've got is I've been, I haven't done it in almost a year now, but I made a solar projection screen out of this, Elmer's cardboard, display box thing. And I've got a telescope, which the tripod is behind me, as you can see. And I've been projecting the sun occasionally. Nice camera. All right. So I've been projecting the sun, and my image of the sun is anywhere from 15 inches to 18 inches in diameter.
No, that's good.
So it's like, we could sit around this theater kind of like thing and watch the solar eclipse, and hopefully have somebody make some hamburgers and stuff at the same time.
Yeah, I remember when I was a kid, there was about that percentage, and almost across this. I was in Pennsylvania, Levittown, and we had something to that effect. I would have to look up on the records because I'm talking. I was 7, maybe.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. I don't think I was only 7, but I think it was 40 to 40 something years ago. There was another eclipse here in New Jersey. At least we were able to see part of it. But I was looking through welding shields or any kind of thing I can find, and it was just, there was just nothing. It was nothing like this projection of a 15 to 18 inch diameter projection of the sun that I've got now. So I can't wait. With my luck, of course, here in New Jersey, it'll be cloudy.
Well, I must hope that's one thing you can't,
Hello?
fix. Hello.
Can you guys hear me?
Oh, hey, Thomas.
Nobody hears you.
To be fair, New Jersey gave us one good thing, and that was the show House MD. I mean, and I'm pretty sure that was even in New Jersey. It was based off of a New Jersey hospital. House, the show.
House?
Yeah, House MD.
House was actually off of a New Jersey hospital, really?
It was based off of a New Jersey
I don't know
hospital.
about that.
It was based off of it. Like, they practiced in New Jersey on the show.
Okay. If you say so.
Yeah.
I don't know, but if you say so.
Hey, Thomas. I'm sorry,
Hey, what's
but
up?
when I invited you.
Oh no! It's I'm actually walking. Can you guys hear me? I'm
No.
walking.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes.
I'm walking home from the grocery store, and I was listening earlier, and I saw in your chat that guy Darth Dawkins. If he ever,
Yeah, I saw him.
okay, are you familiar with him?
Yeah, I've had him in my hangout before, and it was a fucking disaster.
Yeah, I mean, because he's like, he's not really that bad, I guess, but when you have that pre-sup argument, it's like, it feels like you're trying to be in an epistemology class, and you've got to know all the laws of logic by heart, and every fallacy
He
and
has
every
a script he
syllogism.
reads off of.
Pretty much. But yeah.
He copied this one dude. I forget exactly. He was a philosopher. He was a theist. I used to run into him a lot, and to shut him up, I just say you're wrong due to the fact that my book, the Quran, states so. For the Quran is the true holy book.
Right.
And
Well,
just
that's
shut him
the
down
thing, yeah.
because of Muhammad.
Right. Well, I mean, yeah, right. But anyway, so I was gonna say, I don't know if you guys have noticed this. I mean, and if you are if you're for this argument, that's okay. But have you guys noticed that like the flat Earth movement is like really kind of growing, kind of? Like it's getting a little too overwhelming for me. I'm not a flat earther. I do believe the Earth is round. However, I think the issue is like with the flat earthers, it's like they have like all these different divisions of flat earthers. So it's kind of like denominations of like Christianity, kind of, because like some of them are flat earthers and then they're atheists, and then some are flat earthers and then they're like fundamentalist Christian.
A flat earther atheist is
I don't
most
think
likely
that
a troll.
exists.
I've
Yeah.
never heard of such a thing.
Yeah.
It's a troll.
Yeah,
That's all it is.
No. They exist. Oh, I
Yeah,
assure you.
whatever.
There's a guy with a channel. There's a guy with a channel who's a flat earther who I knew when I lived in Denver. And I asked him, I emailed him. I said, well, if you're a flat earther, are you an atheist? Or you believe in God? Or he's like, yeah, I'm an atheist. I just think they're hiding
What's his name?
that the earth is flat. Like, trust me, there are flat earth atheists all around. It's not just Christians.
Whatever. But let me tell you something. I'm a son of a bitch of an atheist. And in generally speaking, as a general thing, now we're all different people. We all have different personalities. We're all different. We don't have the exact same ideas. But generally speaking, most atheists that I've ever met are generally free thinkers and are interested in the truth and the ideas of science and things like that. Okay? A flat earth atheist is an oxymoron. Okay? This guy is a fucking troll.
Exactly.
Well, no, they may not be a troll. They could just be misled. Some people are just misinformed. It happens all the time. Not everybody's a troll. This isn't
Or he
the
might be
internet
one of
world.
those.
Everybody's a troll. That
Anyway.
doesn't- Well, yeah, sure, but
I wouldn't worry about the flat earthers if I were you, because the stupidity is just, although, the stupidity of voting for Trump for president, I guess that happened too. So
Right, exactly.
Flat earthers are, in my mind, like the children who play in Russia the game called Blue Whale.
Exactly. I mean, these are retards who fucking deny gravity.
Yes. Now you guys know what Blue Whale is, right? The Russian game.
No, I don't.
No.
No, I
Blue
don't.
Whale is a game where a friend challenges you to be pretty much a slave. You have to do exactly what they say for 50 days, and on the 50th day, you kill yourself.
Wow.
I don't seem like
Yes.
a good deal.
And so far, it's like around a couple hundred Russians have died because of the game.
Wow, that's
It's like that. Just let natural selection take
Yeah,
its
yeah.
course.
I wish they would
Let
take
them
that.
just die off. Okay.
Yeah.
It'll happen.
Well, I always say that the good old days, we could tell stupid people like that to go west. And something would eat them. Now there's no place for them to go.
So what were you guys talking about before?
I was telling everybody that there's going to be a solar eclipse on the 21st of August, and I plan on a solar eclipse party in my backyard. If it
That doesn't happen. No, it's flat Earth. No, you can't have a solar eclipse.
It's as if we modeled the Earth and the universe around us, and we're able to predict things. Holy shit!
One guy did a thing on TV. Now he's not a flat earther, but he took a program that they like to use for the flat Earth with the sun, the moon and that stuff, and the path does not in any way match up.
Huh.
The shadow path.
I don't even like talking about
matches up to the flat.
I don't even like talking about any possibility of trying to explain what they're trying to say about. I'm like, yeah, all right, whatever, see you later.
No, this guy's showing on their own program that the path does not match.
Yeah, well, that's when I hang up. I'm like, have a nice life. That's the way I am. I got so tired of this fucking nonsense on Google Plus, with the fucking philosophers and shit like this talking about talking is what I call philosophy. I got so tired of that nonsense that I just like, okay, to you,
Well, look, philosophy is good for learning how to set up an argument, to set up a system to prove something. But the bottom line is, then you got to go out and prove it.
Philosophy was the ancient science, so to speak. But, millennia has passed. 1,000 years or more has passed. Philosophy is,
I know what you're saying, but what I'm saying is it's a good way to set up a system for proofs.
Yeah, I understand.
But eventually, after all that, you still got to go out there and prove what you're talking about.
There's room for philosophy. Can be, it has evolved over the millennia. But some of it hasn't. And the problem is that the parts that haven't are still sticking around us, and parts of the philosophy that haven't evolved are still religious, even if they don't want to say it is. I don't want to sit there and try to fucking remember the dictionary and sit there. I can't talk to a philosopher. I've seen these guys on Google Plus. I'm an atheist and I can't even fucking pull this bullshit because all they ever do is sit there and argue with fucking fundamentalists. I'm like, fuck this. I'm not going to argue with a fundamentalist fucking retard. I'm just going to tell you that I'm a fucking son of a bitch of an atheist. Go fucking have a nice life.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I find philosophy very boring, to be honest with you.
It's, there's room for it in this world. They talk about philosophical thinking. You have some if you make it evolve into a higher level of thinking, okay. But if you're gonna sit there and stick with the ancient ways, it's like I'm hearing echo. Anyway, yeah. Echo.
That might be Thomas. I don't know.
Yeah, I hear Thomas. You're echoing me.
Is it stopped?
No.
Testing 1 2. No,
It's
hasn't.
still there, man.
Oh, I'll come back later.
Echo.
Echo. Look a pig. If you don't mind me asking, did a few seconds early, are you a Muslim?
Я русского знаю.
That sounded Russian.
Now?
Yes, it was Russian. I don't know any Arabic. No, I'm not. I was going to pretend I was, but
Okay.
See, now I may not speak the Russian language, but I could recognize the language.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean,
Well, I was trying to mimic Russian. I only know one sentence in Russian, which is I don't know any Russian.
No, yeah, one of my former bosses was
pretty funny.
she was from Bulgaria.
It's like asking somebody, "Do you speak English?" No, I don't speak any English.
Well, it works out, especially on online video games now. You run into a lot of Russians on like CS:GO, things like that. So it's good to be able to communicate and tell them, "Hey, I don't know any Russian," and then they start speaking a bit of English.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I missed out on learning other languages, and I'm Italian. And here's the funny thing: is my grandmother and grandfather, my father's mother and father, hardly spoke English. So how is it that I never learned Italian? I don't get it.
That's normal. That's normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Absolutely.
I have a question.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, this is more of a fundamental question.
Spherical.
For a Muslim to claim he is peaceful, he can't do that. Do you think this is possible due to the fact that for their last days, for their last hour, they have to kill all the Jews? So they cannot say they're a peaceful group due to that. For it's part of their prophecy to kill all the Jews.
Here's the thing. I
don't think all Muslims are like that. I've known Muslims. I don't care for their religion, but as far as I know, they don't think that way.
But it's sort of like the goal of them, though, due to the fact
it may be some of them, or the ones that are fundamentalists. I don't know. Just like I don't like the Christians that live in this country, which is like a large portion, including some of my own family. It doesn't mean that they, every word that they read in the thing is going to be their thing. Oh, we have to kill all Jews. No, I don't think so. I don't think there's a lot of good people out there, and some of them are Muslim.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
the way I feel.
What I mean by this, though, is it'll be like for Christianity, for Jesus to return for the final days, we would have to go out and wipe out all cats off of Earth.
I don't know. I don't know. I just don't see it. I just don't see it.
So
I
officially,
know that the large portion of this world's problems come from the place where the Muslim religions are prolific, but nevertheless,
Go ahead, Thomas.
I can't believe that all people, just because they're Muslim, are bad.
right, and they're not. But the issue that you have with Islam is the main staples of it happen to have, like, in the Quran itself, it has that violent element. But the issue is at some point in time, Islam and Muslims in general, they have to think about having a reformation of how what word is in the book. Because at some point, are they going to say, okay, well, we are peaceful for the most part, but no matter what, it's in the book.
I think you're
where jihad is there.
I think you're still forcing the issue. I think the Islamic.
No, I'm not forcing the issue.
I think
in the book, though, right?
I think the Islamic State and the Muslim religion are semi-separate. That is, they overlap, and I don't think they're the same thing.
No. I'm not saying that they do. I'm not saying that they do. But what I'm saying is, in the Quran, if those words always exist in the Quran, it's always going to be manipulated. So I'm not saying that I think that there should be jihadists. I think it should be. I think it should be gone. But what I'm saying is, it's in their version of the Bible. So if it's in the Bible, people will always use it as a reason to go out and do the violent part of jihad. I'm not saying that the Muslims are, Muslims who are good are going to end up being bad because they're going to read part of the Quran. I'm just saying that as long as it's in there, people will use it as a tool to be extremists. And we have to accept that. We have to know that that's going to happen forever. There's never going to be a peaceful time where there's no extremist jihadists or no extremist.
There was a time when the Christian religion, the Catholic especially, was as bad or worse. During the Inquisition,
of course,
stuff like that.
Of course.
This was the same to the witch hunts and whatnot. This is the same thing that's going on. And in reality,
we had the Renaissance.
they adopted a lot of the Druid religions and the so-called occult things to be part of their own, and they claim that that's the way the Bible was written. But it's just
Right.
it's ridiculous.
They have yet to have a renaissance.
Right. Exactly. And I think well, no, I guess my issue is, I have friends that are Muslim. I don't have any issue with like Muslims per se. But what I'm saying is, if someone tells you, okay, if we're going to say that all Muslims are peaceful, we know that's not true on account of the past and what we've seen. But if they don't have a renaissance, or if there's no change in terms of what the book actually says, in the future, you'll always have somebody use the book as a reason to be extremist. I mean, if you look at the terrorists in 9/11, right?
All books of religion are used in the same way. And
right, but Christ,
religions are the worst as far as I'm concerned.
But
it's not the goal to resurrect Christ by wiping out.
But I'm a humanist,
ethnicity.
And I have to believe that sooner or later, these fucking assholes will wake the fuck up and smell the coffee.
Yeah, but that's not realistic, though.
Yeah, you'd have a.
That's not realistic.
Look, you're just talking here earlier about how the Christians are doing bullshit.
Oh, they are. Oh, yeah.
So if I may, if this may answer Thomas's, not Thomas's, look at Big's question. Me personally, I think as individuals, Muslims can be peaceful, but to sit there and say the peaceful religion, I'm sorry, to me, that's just a load of bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, it gets to the point where they start, especially the fundamentalists of them. It's a peaceful religion. No, it's not. It's not.
Especially if you actually read the Quran. I'm sorry, Islam is not a peaceful religion at all. I'm sorry.
Right. I'm no expert. And in fact, I'm pretty far down the totem pole as far as knowing, knowledge of it and everything. But that's why I say I skip town and I just stop going on Google Hangouts, because I get tired of arguing this stupid bullshit, especially with the Christian, fundamentalists. But
I think the weird thing is what I see from hardcore, like the hardcore neoliberal left, like I see people that are in college, like girls that are just like, I'm gonna wear a hijab and like be Islam today. Like almost like I've seen people use it as a fad, because I get it. They like multiculturalism and they are, they believe that, in America, we should be able to have immigrants.
College students are generally just coming out of being teenagers and how they are.
Right.
I mean, I was a teenager, even though I was 22 years old, I was still a teenager.
Right. But no, I guess sometimes I think I just don't like it when people use religion as like a fad or a trend. I get like not if you really believe it, right, and you're really into it and you grow out of it, that's fine. But if you're doing it because of a poster that says hope and an Islamic girl had an American hijab, and you want to do it to be cool because you hate Trump, well, there's different ways to go against Trump by pretending that you're Islam. If you're just stuff like that. That's what I mean.
To me, that it is wrong. But of course, these are kids. As far as I'm concerned, they're kids, because I'm pushing 60 here.
Right.
And I remember the stupid shit that I did when I was a kid, and I'm kicking myself in the ass for it. But it's the way things are. It is to be wrong. You're right. To me, it is wrong to use these little props to do that. It doesn't get anywhere. If you sit there and point out what an asshole Trump is, and the lies and stuff, and the bullshit that he's doing, and the fact that even if he wasn't an asshole, even if he wasn't lying or whatever, he obviously has a lack of knowledge of how to fucking do the job of the president of the United States. And there is a problem there. Even his own. I was just listening to NPR today, and they were saying, it used to be that when you heard on the news, a good news channel, would pick your choice, anything other than Fox, when they said, the White House today said, or from the White House today, you're basically hearing their statement as a unity of the White House staff and journalists coming out of the White House, that of what they want to say, regardless of whether or not it was half lies or whatever. It doesn't matter. The point is, it is a unity. What's coming out of the White House now is these guys are coming out and saying these things, and then Trump turns around and says the opposite. It's like there is no unity there. There's no organization. It's chaos.
Well, the worst part about it is that the Republicans are so fucking happy they got their guy. And I don't really mind Republicans. I actually have Republican values. But in terms of the powerful Republicans that could voice, like, okay, look, we think that he's getting out of control here. They still won't do it because they have the House, they have the Senate. They want to keep that power. And I get that. But the level of ignorance out of Trump, and it's funny because Trump is he's good at firing people, but he's not good at hiring people. And I feel like some Republicans who are like the McConnell types or I think it's McConnell, whatever his name
party is split. It's
right.
I'm a Democrat myself. I have a best friend who I knew since Boy Scouts, who's a Republican, but this is not the same Republican Party. No. And even the Republicans in the White House are arguing with each other. This is not there, and they don't know what to do.
Yeah, I mean, it's out of control. And I thought I was kind of sometimes you ever have a president or like a political figure do something that you think they shouldn't do, but when they do it, it kind of helps the situation. Because when he did the Syria strikes, the whole 60 tomahawks and fucking all the CNN people like said, oh, he's presidential for today or whatever. You start to notice that like you start to see the unraveling of what people really are in milliseconds. You start to see, like the next day, I met people that I've known for a few weeks and they didn't really talk about anything political. And all of a sudden, like, they sound like a neocon the very next day.
I gotta be honest with you. I gotta be honest with you. As much as I hate Trump, I shouldn't say hate, but as much as I dislike the son of a bitch, I actually supported that move because I have this thing about a leader poisoning his own people.
No, right. No, sure, yeah.
I kind of supported that, but that's I'll go as far as supporting Trump.
But no. That's look. If you supported it, that's fine. But I think that what I don't like is when you have people that are from mainstream, from like journalists that you see, or like for the writers from certain magazines, weeks before. Berating, they're like berating him on everything, but then when they talk about war, they especially like think that he's going to go out of control. But the very first military action he does, they're in support of it. Now that's okay to do that, but I think that there needs to be kind of like a discourse in saying, okay, well, if you support that, what does it mean if things get out of control with North Korea? Should we let Asia deal with it? Should we let South Korea and China deal with it? Should we intervene? Because if we intervene, Trump's the president. So do we think he's smart enough to intervene? And then there's so many other factors, So I think that, like, for me, I was half in support of the Syrian strikes, but I was half not in support of the Syrian strikes.
I agree with you. I mean, even today I'm thinking, was I right to support it? But to me, and I just saw another on MSN. My favorite station is MSNBC. With Rachel Maddow and all that. I just saw another feed today of the horrors of that Syrian attack on his own people and the sarin gas that they now suspect. They're like 90% sure that that's what it was and all that. The horrors of this bullshit that it was illegalized. Sarin gas was illegalized in World War I, after World War I.
Right.
As a but so yeah, I supported because according to I'm sorry, Paul's next. I supported it because apparently, and again, I don't know the actual facts and if this was actually true, but apparently he went after the Air Force base or the base that had flown those planes to bomb the civilians. So to me, I supported that idea. Whether or not it's absolutely true, I don't know.
Yeah, right. No, you can never tell. I mean, no, I guess. Well, yeah. I mean, you're right. Sorry, hey, Paul. You can go.
Paul has something to say.
No, I'm going to go back a little bit because the problem is, yes, you have a person who's incompetent. Why? Who knows? But the problem really is people like Trump do not really recognize the position that he's in for what it is. They do not understand the significance of that position. They think that the presidency is just an order or whatever. They do not know the complexities of that office.
Yeah, he's
That's
ignorant.
why if they knew anything about that office, they would never have put that bozo in there.
Yeah, I don't know. But see, the problem with see, let me I'm in New Jersey, and I'm about 60 or so miles away from Atlantic City, and I happen to know a few of the fucked up things he did down there. You know, including throwing out old ladies out of their apartments to build his fucking Trump Tower, that sort of thing. I know because of the news feed that he didn't pay his own workers who, you know, things like that. You know what I'm saying? He's a fucking asshole, and I would not be his friend. If he lived next door to me, I would either move out or find a way to avoid him every step of the way. You know,
the thing is, he's gotten away with bullshit. Now he's in a position that's eventually going to bite his ass.
He thinks he's like a fucking king or some fucking thing. You know, he's like I'm the president of the United States. I could do whatever the fuck I want. No, you can't do whatever the fuck you want. You know,
that's the thing. He doesn't understand his position. Eventually, it's going to bite him. It's going to bite him.
The other thing I didn't like about Trump, right from the beginning, right from the first campaign, I said, "Oh, he ain't going to become president. Fuck him." Is that okay? Yes, I supported Obama, but regardless of whether or not you liked him, it doesn't matter. There's a certain class, you know. I know we don't have royalty here, we don't have kings and queens here, but the fact is that it is a sort of a royalty thing. You know, you're running a country, you're like that. You have to have a certain class. You know, Donald Trump comes across, billionaire or not, he comes across as a fucking you know, a stupid ass, you know, trailer trash kind of like guy, even though he's a billionaire. You know, I mean, he doesn't know shit. I'm a nice guy too. You don't want me to become president because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
No, I was gonna say, like, I wouldn't say, okay, for example, I would never say that it's really even a class. What it is, it's kind of like, it's a very American thing. If you think about like George Washington, right? The fact that he said, right, and even though people don't think about George Washington as much as they do Abraham Lincoln, right? But I always think about George Washington. Had he said, you know what, I want to stay in this position more than however long, we'd be screwed today because each president would be like a king already. And I think like you have the early foundations of the presidency. I wouldn't call it a class. I would just call it just like an attitude to how leadership should go. It should change because over time people change, you know, like society changes. And it actually kind of makes sense. But with Trump is he's just a bully businessman who's decided to use that same kind of know-how in order to run the country. Now it's just illogical. It doesn't matter if you're Republican, doesn't matter if you're, you know, Democrat, doesn't matter if you're independent. You cannot not know things like Australia being an awesome ally, and you shouldn't just talk shit to them the very first like weeks you're the president.
Right.
Like it's just like it's not even. It's just more like know how the game is played. It's almost like he doesn't, like, I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't know most world leaders, like at least 30 world leaders by heart, off the top of his head.
He has no class. He has no, right. You know, there's a certain, you know, royalty about it. You know, it's
right. Well, no, I see what you mean. To us, it's royalty because he got the nepotism, right? His daughter and Kushner, like in the White House,
no,
right?
But look at Obama's family and stuff. What's her name? His wife,
Michelle. Yeah,
Michelle Obama. She still is, in fact, involved in education and things like that. In other words, there's a class about that. There's an educational class about it. You know, Obama himself is a lawyer. I mean, he's a well-educated man.
Right.
You know, this is the kind of people that we want to have educated people as presidents, not this dumb fuck who can't even speak sixth grade English.
Well, I mean, I think part of this is too is, okay, look, you got to think about how he got here. Remember, a minute ago you just said you know the first campaign he had, you're like, there's no fucking way he's gonna win. And look at what's happened. The guys won, right?
Yeah, so and a lot of us, including myself, were like dumbstruck.
Well, but there's a reason for that, and I think the reason for that is people don't really look at the separation from what is actually happening on, not everybody, but I mean, I'm sure you're aware, you live in New Jersey, you see, you know, you're older than me. I bet that you pay attention to what's going on in your community, right? But a lot of people don't understand if something seems to be going good in your community, there's no way the same thing is happening in another community. There's always people like cities with different problems, right? Okay, for example, look at with Obama, we all celebrate, right? I mean, he's the first. He breaks the glass ceiling, first black president. You know, it appears to be, you know, a step in an amazing direction.
You
right?
know what? I don't mean to interrupt, but you know what? When he
Go ahead.
first came into the scene, Obama, I'm like, Obama,
Right.
what kind of fucking name is that? Who the fuck is
Oh, yeah,
this
yeah.
guy? You know?
Right.
And then he started talking, and I started seeing his speeches, and the guy was an expert orator. You know, and I gathered this guy was an intelligent guy. I would tell him to change his name, but you know, and
But no, he is.
him, you know.
But no, he is intelligent, and I think that what people have to understand about Obama was, okay, he is intelligent, but he's so intelligent, he knows enough to know that he's gonna have to get help from Wall Street and Citigroup. These things are facts. You know, as much as Obama breaks the glass ceiling, you have to understand he understands money very well. He understands economics very well. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and say that he was a bad president. But because he did some things that I really, really liked, and he did some things that I didn't really like.
Oh yeah.
But
I'm not in love with the guy, but certainly he was a hell of a lot more qualified than this fucking guy clown we got now.
Of course he was. Of course he was, because he was a real junior senator, which isn't really saying much. But he was a junior senator. He's a lawyer. He actually, you know, he's not a bully businessman. Now, and that's the thing about Trump. See, Trump in his own world is a cool guy. Remember, Trump? People used to love watching that TV show. We loved Trump when it wasn't serious, when he's on Home Alone and he's acting like a jackass on TV.
To be honest,
yeah,
with
we love the guy
hated
because
the guy.
it's not.
I saw that show and I hated him.
Well, no. Well, I mean, I don't mean okay. I wouldn't say hate. I would say we also love to hate him. You can like you used to be able to just talk shit about
You're
Trump,
right,
like,
you're right.
oh,
Yeah,
Donald
I
Trump, he's
don't
a
want
crazy,
things they
he's a
do.
crazy, right? It used to be different, but now that he's the president, everybody is watching like a hawk. And what we have is, you know, with the Comey thing. Okay, for example, I'll say this. Do you think anything that he's done is worse than Watergate?
I don't know. I haven't thought that deep about it.
He's already showing there must be something going on, because he tried to say, "Oh, we got to get this thing over because there's nothing there." Oh, really?
I don't like that he's hiding behind. You know, I happen to be a fan of Gary Kasparov, the chess player, you know, the chess champ, the chess genius. And Gary Kasparov became, you know, after he quit chess for a while, he was very political, and he was on a talk show calling Putin the fucking second Antichrist, you know, as a sort of a semi joke. He was very politically active. He still is, actually. And to see our president to exaggerate a bit in bed with fucking Putin, it makes me nervous.
Yeah, it should. It is nervous. It makes me a little bit nervous.
What killed Nixon was the cover-up. If he would have came out to the American public and said, some of my people did illegal shit that shouldn't have been done, you know, if I don't think he had anything to do with it, but the cover-up is what effed him up.
Right.
Obstructing justice. Now Trump is trying to do the same bullshit, but he said it out in the fucking world now. He can't pull that back anymore. He can't pull it back that, oh, I just, you know, I was.
Yeah, but he's still doing the same shit. You're fired. You're fired. He's doing that fucking show he's doing as a president.
That's what I'm saying.
Every time somebody comes close to something that's
no
going on, he's firing
idea
people.
of what he says is important. He's clueless to his position completely.
Well, the thing that makes me the most angry is that I feel bad for like those middle class workers who like looked at him as this giver of life and hope again, because hold on, let me finish. I understand why they voted for him. I get they feel frustrated. Not all of them, but some of them voted for Obama. You know, not all of them are racist. Not all of them are bigots. We know that. But I think the thing is, actually knowing some of these middle class guys, I think that part of it, or like I guess that the Rust Belt, you know, the workers, I think that some of them looked at him too much as the, well, as long as it's not Hillary, as long as it's not Sanders, it's that guy. And I get why they did that, but I think that in the long run,
I was actually a
No, they-
Sanders
they-
supporter.
But
I
when
was actually a
has
Sanders
Oh, that's fine.
supporter, and when
when
Sanders
has the
asked me to vote, when Sanders asked me to vote for Clinton, I did. But
Since when has the Republican Party ever in their history, outside of when Lincoln was, that was the first Republican,
yeah, that was the real Republicans.
real Republicans, and up to like even Truman, you know,
oh yeah, that's true.
when has the Republican Party in the last few decades done any fucking thing for them? Never.
That's true.
And that's
I mean,
why I can't understand. How many times do you have to get hit by the old man before you finally stop trying to justify why he's beating you so much?
But
Yeah.
you can also make a case for Democrats ruining things too. You can't just say
Wait. Let's stick on the subject for a second. Another thing is that Trump, told these people what they want to hear. And now
That's
I think some of them are starting to realize what a fucking lying son of a bitch he is. He doesn't give two fucks about the middle class. He doesn't give two fucks about the poor either. In fact, he'll throw a bunch of young kids out of a fucking bus to go back to Mexico because they're coming across the border.
Yeah. All right, guys. Pardon me. I'm gonna close this up, guys. Before I do, I'm gonna do my usual plug-in stuff for you guys. Look up Pig. You got a channel you want to plug or something?
Hell yeah. Make sure to check out my channel, Look a Pig, on YouTube. The article I mentioned earlier, I recently did a video for. Came out about 3 hours ago. So check that out. Put a lot of work into the editing on that.
Cool, man. I will do.
Alrighty, Patrick, go ahead.
Nothing specific to plug except to remind people that August 21st is going to be the first time in 40 some odd years in the United States is going to be a total solar eclipse. If you can get a chance to see any part of it, do not ever look directly at the sun unless it's totally eclipsed. Be careful. Use proper vision protection. If you can do something spectacular like take photos of it, that'd be great too. Do something like I'm going to try to do, project it. That's the safe way to look at it. Other than that, I don't have nothing to plug because I've plugged my channel long enough.
Okay.
I've got a chess academy channel, whatever. You could check it out if you like.
Paul, go ahead.
No, I don't have anything.
Okay, I wanted you have you made videos. Thomas, you make videos or?
No, I don't. I just wanted to say thanks for having me on, guys. It was nice chatting with you just for a little bit.
No problem.
It was nice meeting you too, Thomas.
Oh yeah, nice
Trump
meeting you,
lover.
Patrick. Paul.
Trump lover.
Paul, nice meeting you too.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Reality Sunday number 24. I've been your host, and you all have a wonderful night. If you as always, like, comment, and subscribe.